Alright, for your Lattice Boom Crawler load chart tests portion, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to draw this little T-box. This thing's going to save you a lot of time down the road. Over here you're going to put your gross capacity, your deductions, and then your net capacity. Over here you're going to put all these will be all of your deductions. So first one's going to be block, then your headache ball, and then your main line, the jib line, the jib itself, the rigging, and then other. Other would be like lifting beams, things like that. Then down here you're going to put your main line. This is where you do your calculations for how much to deduct for the line that's hanging from the tip of the boom. And then over here would be your jib line. Same thing. It's where you do your calculations for how much cable's hanging down below the jib. So once you get your first question, what you'll do is you'll get all of your deductions first. Go ahead and knock that out. So your block, that weighs 2650. Your headache ball weighs 500. And we'll calculate for the main line, we'll calculate for the jib line, and now we need to do the jib. So we go and look and see which jib we have. We have 30 foot. So you go over here to this chart, 30 foot, it's 2,700 pounds. And then you get your deductions for your rigging, which is 285 pounds. And there's nothing for other. Your next step is going to be getting your main line and your gross capacity. So you'll go to your load chart, you'll go to the length of the boom. Length of the boom is 230 feet, and your radius is 160 feet. So you go to 160 feet, your boom tip elevation is 178, and your gross capacity is 11,400. And that is because you have retracted and extended, and then here it says retracted, your crawlers. So make sure you pay attention to that, whether your crawlers are retracted or extended, because those are two different numbers. Alright, now that you have your main line, you'll go and you'll multiply by pounds per foot, which is 2. And you get 356. So you take 356 and bring it right here, and then you multiply it by the parts of line, which is also 2. And now you have your deductions for your main line. So you'll add that here, 712. And then you do your jib line. You'll come over here, 1 inch hanging 10 feet from the tip, and it's 10 pounds per foot. So you got 10 feet hanging from the tip, you'll times it by 2, you'll get 20. And so that'll be your deductions for your jib line. You'll add all of these together, and that'll be your deductions that you'll take away from your gross, which comes up to be 68, 67. Just subtract that from 11,400, and you will get 4533. Now, one thing they like to do, this one it's not going to get you, but sometimes it will. You need to come over here and make sure this number is less than this number over here for your maximum capacity on 1 inch wire rope. So you're good here. It's 29.5 per line, and then it's 20,000 when auxiliary drum is used, so you're still good. They will put questions like that in the test just to get you. So make sure every single question, doesn't matter how low that, doesn't matter. Just come over here, take the 5 seconds, and make sure that that number is less than these numbers. And then where it speeds you up is, now all you do is you just erase it. You only have to write those things down once, and it's there the whole time. You don't have to keep writing it out every single question. And you just fill in the blanks each time for your test. Hope that helps somebody.